My friends, we have been learning so much about animals. We read a book called See Me Grow, and we learned about animals that lay eggs. One animal that you learned about that lays eggs are chickens. They lay eggs that hatch into baby chicks. We see a girl chicken. She is a hen. This hen is sitting on a nest and sitting on the eggs. What is she sitting on? Eggs. But friends, remember, chickens are not the only animals that lay eggs. Many other animals can lay eggs too. Let's look and see what we read the other day. We read See Me Grow, and we saw that this animal has blue eggs. What animal do you see? Birds. Good job. We see American robins. Those are birds that hatch from beautiful bright blue eggs. These baby birds are robins like other birds that lay eggs in nests they make in trees. All of these different animals are in a group called birds. There's lots of different birds, and animals that belong to bird groups are the same. Today we're going to look at different birds in the group, and I want you to listen and see if you can find out more things that are special about birds so we can add them to a picture. We're going to hear about two other groups of animals too. I want you to listen so you can make a picture for those also. Birds, fish, and insects. Remember, friends, whenever we learn new things about different animals, we have new words. Can you say fins? This is a body part for the fish to swim. Can you say gills? This is another body part on the fish so they can breathe. Can you say insects? Insects are bugs. They're very small animals with 6 legs. Can you say peck? Peck means to take little bites of something with a beak. Let's look at some pictures. I see a fish. What body part does this fish have? Fins. The fins help him swim. We see another fish. Remember, there's another body part. What helps him breathe? Gills help him breathe. How do these birds take small bites of their food? My friends, they peck. They're pecking at their food. And now we see small animals with 6 legs. These are called insects. Fins, gills, peck, insects. Fish, birds, insects. Let's get started, friends. There are many kinds of animals in our world. Even though animals look different from one another, animals that are alike belong to the same group. A chicken, an eagle, and a goldfinch all look different. But do you know how the chicken and the eagle and the goldfinch are alike or the same? They're all birds. There are many different kinds of birds, but all birds have wings that they can flap, and they're all covered in feathers to keep their bodies warm and dry. My friends, can you show me the chicken? Remember, the chicken is a bird. This is the chicken. This is the eagle. And this is the goldfinch. They all have wings and they all have feathers. All birds have two legs to stand. Birds have a special type of mouth called a beak. We learned that word before, my friends. Say beak. Beaks are hard and pointy. Birds use their beak to peck, eat food, and drink water. Some beaks are long and big, and some beaks are short and small. We see the long beak and the short beak. And we see little legs and very big feet and very long legs for these flamingos to stand in the water. My friends, say flamingo. And remember, this is our friend from the cereal. My friends, can you say toucan? Good. And we see these birds are eating. Remember, they're taking small bites. They peck. Peck means to hit or bite something with your beak. Remember, our friends need food, water, and shelter. Birds lay eggs, and birds have to take care of their eggs until they hatch. When the egg hatches, a baby bird can come out. Remember, we looked at the story See Me Grow, and we learned about how birds lay eggs. We saw the hen sitting on the eggs in the nest a little bit earlier. There are other kinds of animals that have things alike or the same. We learned all about birds. Now let's look at a different group. Birds aren't the only group of animals that have things the same. How are the clownfish and the goldfish and the shark the same? They're all fish. Good job. There are many different kinds of fish, but all fish have fins and tails. They use their fin and tails to swim through the water. All fish live and swim underwater. Some fish live in the ocean where the water is salty. It's called salt water. My friends, can you point to the fin and the tail on these fish? Some fish live in lakes, ponds, and streams where the water is not salty. They live in fresh water. Fish don't need air to breathe like we do. Fish have gills that lets them breathe underwater. This is a trout. He has gills right here by his eyes on the side of his body. This is where his gills are, and this is how he breathes while he's swimming and living under the water. Remember, we cannot breathe underwater because we don't have special gills. My friends, we have learned all about these groups of fish. Now let's look at a different group. These are insects. Can you say insects? That's another word for bugs. Fish and birds are not the only group of animals that have things the same. We see a beetle, an ant, and a butterfly. They're all insects and they come in different colors and shapes and they have 6 legs. What color is the beetle? What color is the ant? What color is the butterfly? They have different colors, but they're all the same. They're all insects with 6 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job, friends. Insects can look different from one another, but they all are very small. Most insects are smaller than the tip of your finger. My friends, we have learned about many different groups of animals. These groups have things that are the same. There are all kinds of animals. Some belong to special groups. Some animals are birds, some animals are insects, and some animals are fish. Point to the bird, point to the fish, and point to the insect. Awesome job. Good job, friends.